started the Freycient Peninsula Circuit walk. Literally just signed on to do the walk. It's about just gone past 8 o'clock in the evening, Friday afternoon after work, or evening after work. Plan to walk about 7 k's roughly estimated on the map tonight, or hopefully I'll get there without having to use a headlamp. There's a spot I know of that I can pull up a bit earlier, but got about an hour, if that, left till sundown. Then we've got a bit of dusk daylight left, but it's cooling down now. But it's not cold and it's not gonna be cold. It's quite pleasant. Not much wind. Got a bit of new gear to test out and go through this weekend. 2-nighter. New stick pick, new poles. So I better put in the hard yards at the moment, and I'll check back in a bit later. Okay, here's a challenge. We're at Hazards Junction. Here's a really basic map that you are here. To Hazards Beach is apparently 5.5 kilometers in 2 hours. So also I want to get to the other end of the beach if possible. So as you can see, there's a bit of light cloud cover. Expecting showers later, but it's going to be fine for now. So let's get motoring down this path. It's roughly 8:30 now. Just stopped to this little lookout. It's quite nice. Even though it's late in the day, it's really warm and quite humid. So I just stopped to strip down to the t-shirt. It's Coles Bay off in the background. This is on a peninsula, the Freycient Peninsula. So thought I'd stop to show off some of the vista while there's still daylight. Get a bit better idea on what the conditions are like as well. This bit of path's quite nice, which I already knew, so that's why I wasn't worried about leaving quite so late. As you can see, I have my Osprey Exos 46 going on this trip. It's actually not that much in it. It's got tons of extra space in it. Summer loadout. Expecting some morning drizzle though, so I've got the Superfly just because slide of my 70D Hex and my Hennessy ASIM diamond tarp, whatever you want to call it, is pretty darn small. So until the funds come in for a Cuban tarp, this is sort of my go-to tarp. But it's a really nice evening. So I will keep on plodding. Maybe we'll use this other walking pole to walking. Since it feels like the camera is roughly the weight of a pole. Thought I'd do a quick video update before I finish packing up. Here's where I camped for the night. Right on the beach pretty much. Nearly close as you can get it with a hammock. It's actually a really warm night. The showers never eventuated. Had the 40-degree hammock gear underquilt going on, 3/4. and that was really warm from underneath, and I used my 20-degree hammock gear top quilt because it was lighter than my dodgy synthetic sleeping bag, and that was way too warm, so I had that kicked off most of the night. Tonight was also my first night out. See if we can get it looking. I've already started packing up though, but there it is, laying on there. Got the webbing suspension for now, but it was quite comfortable. Bit fiddly in the dark for the first time setting it up, but not too bad. But yeah, taking it pretty easy this morning. It was quite late when I got into camp. When I looked at the map, decided it was about 8 kilometres. It took me 2 hours. By the time I found my campsite set up and such, it was about 11 o'clock. But I was having dinner. So yeah, just taking it nice and easy this morning. Could finish the walk today, so I'm not in any huge rush. But not a sunny day, but it's quite nice. So I'll finish packing up and get on the trail. Over and out. I've been walking for 15-30 minutes. Haven't really been watching the clock. Doesn't really matter. Just stopped to strip the shirt off. I thought I'd leave it on, keep some sun off and the branches from scratching, but it's coming out to be a belter of a day. It was only meant to be 18. I reckon that's a load of crock. It's definitely hotter than that already. Well, the track's easy. Thought I'd run through a few things. As I mentioned at the start of the video, had some new gear this week to give a run this weekend. Black Diamond Ultra Distance Z poles. Really light. Seem alright to use so far. Got a size 6 stick pick for them. Now there's a bit of a sticking point. The thing I don't like about these poles so far, and it was before I even used them, the screw-in tips splayed out the plastic and the stick pick won't fit over it. So I took the old file to them and fits now, but it's pretty close, pretty tight, which is better tight than loose, admittedly. I use the website Geargrams a lot planning for this trip because I've got another 2 trips coming up over the next couple of weeks, and thought to put lots of time and effort into planning my pack loads. It would save a bit of time and, well, weight in the long run rather than just grab and go. Also, the last 2 months since I've done the overland track, I've got the Mike, I can't remember his last name, the ultralight backpacking tips and tricks book, and also picked up the one on hammocking. But I've mainly been reading the ultralight one, so I've taken a few tips from that. My pack weight when I was starting the overland trip was something around 17 kilos. That was for a week-long trip. And some of the stuff in my pack, same as this one, some of the stuff in the pack I straight away put in my pockets. So this trip. Admittedly I'm using a different backpack. It's only a 2-nighter, but I've got exactly 2 full days worth of food. My pack weight when I left home was 7.7 kilograms. I think that included my poles. I think I had them hanging off my bag. Don't quote me on that, I'll have to check that a bit closer when I get home. But then, off at 7.7, I ended up pulling out my rain jacket. Now the reason why I did that is my rain jacket weighs 340 grams, which isn't heavy. It's not ultra light either though. It's, well, as you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day. I am expecting showers or drizzle, but I ordered the other day and it came in just in time. I had to pick it up from a freight company, but I ordered the Montane, I think it's the Slipstream wind jacket, and it listed but it had a DWR coating on it, so I thought, well, it's only drizzle and it's meant to be pretty warm, that would do me. So that comes out at, I think I read 2.3 ounces for the medium, 65 grams off memory, and it's actually so small that I've got it in my pants pocket instead of my pack, just because, well, I had it in the car and it was easier to shove it in my pocket really. That weight, one can only assume, counts a little bag. I didn't see the point of a little bag, so that's sitting in the car. Other new things, new pants, new boots, ×2 actually. Anybody that's watched the Overland series I did saw that my Merrells fell apart on me. So the store which I bought them from did an exchange with me. They gave me a new set of Hatibas, I do believe they're called. They were surprisingly light for a proper full leather boot. Came out at something like 686 grams per boot, but they felt very much like a boot. They'll be good for the wet Tasmanian winters, but the summertime I wanted something a bit lighter and quicker. But because we've got 3 of the deadliest snakes in the world, I still wanted some form of boot. I ended up going with the Salmon X Tracks, I think they're called, mid-height boots. They feel like a lot like a sneaker. They're only 100 grams heavier than my Nike runners that I wear when I'm hitting the pavement. So I've got them on this weekend. Picked up some low stretchy MacPack gaiters. They're not the lightest ones, but I could pick them up locally just to stop a bit of debris going in. I do believe I just saw a snake. So pants I'm wearing this trip. I thought I'd go over one pair of pants. The Bear Grylls Survivor pants. They're quite comfortable, I discovered, so I thought I'd gave them a run in the sun a few weekends ago when I was out fall driving, and they seem not to get too hot when you're walking in the heat. They do. They are a darker colour, but they've got plenty of pockets. They're relatively lightish and they're durable. So I just have to keep that in mind if it's going to be weekends like this, wear a lighter colour, a lighter weight. I've got a couple of other pairs of light coloured pants that I can wear. I prefer wearing trousers and shorts just because walking for a scrub, but these will do for this trip. Other layers of clothing I've got merino shirt which I'm wearing, good for wicking away the sweat and not stinking up too much. I've got a long sleeve shirt. I like shirts when I'm bushwalking for some reason, so, but it's meant to have that mozzie repellent stuff, but I don't think it really works. And I picked up a really lightweight long sleeve merino layer. At the time I was buying it I thought it was a jumper. I'm starting to think it's meant to be a long sleeve shirt, but I'm going to use it as a jumper. Really lightweight, so that's all my layers really. Yeah, one thing with these lighter poles I touched on yesterday, and the camera and the stick pick, although I haven't really used much of the stick picks till now, so it's not a exactly authoritative opinion of it. The camera's really heavy at the end of this light carbon fibre pole, so I might have to stop this in a second. Just a quick note, yesterday I got into camp in the dark, which I think I mentioned before, but I later reviewed the video. I took some really nice video when I was walking along the beach. It was literally the last of the light, past dusk I'd actually call it. I could see where I was going fine because it was just flat sand. Quite a long beach, has its beach too, about 2k, and it's just the water was really calm and it was slowly crashing on the beach, and well, not even crashing, it was just rolling in. It was really tranquil. The camera didn't pick it up, it was too dark, so I'll have to check whether that was an ISO setting on the camera or not. Cameras for this weekend are again the Nikon P300, and I've got my Samsung NX11 with the 8-inch 55mm lens. So I'll put this away and keep on walking. Just standing on the side of the hill here at Cook's Beach, getting some photos. Thought I'd do a quick video update. Beautiful weather, as you can see. Tempted to even go for a swim when I get down there. But yeah, crack of a day. Since I had a late breakfast, I'm not that hungry, so I'm going to have a wander down to the beach, have a quick snack, might even have a swim or a wade, cool me down a bit, and then it's up the mountains. It's just gone a bit past 12 o'clock now. So, yeah, that's pretty much all for now.